Rid of the morning call. All right, hey guys, welcome to Closing Conversations. All right, accidentally clicked the button. Welcome to Closing Conversations. We're getting ready to get rocking and rolling today. All right, let us know that you're here in the chat. Click the like button, the subscribe button, or whatever button, whatever y'all hit here on YouTube. All right, we're locked in today. It's Thursday. We did some calls on Tuesday. We do this Tuesdays and Thursdays where we make live calls. All right, to you guys as leads. Okay. And why we do this is we want to help people inside the Charged Up Community Program to get deals done as quickly and easily as possible. So we use a software called offerbolt.io that our members are able to utilize that is powered by AI to go out and talk to homeowners motivated and interested in selling their property. So you're only talking to those people that are interested, and they can bring those leads right here to us that the AI is able to find for them. And we'll actually make the seller call. We'll actually get under contract and find the buyer, get it to the closing table, and send them a check. I'm joined by Brandon Barnes. Brandon, you want to introduce yourself, man?
Yeah, look, Brandon Barnes here. It's just similar offers. Excited to be here. Hope you guys learn a lot. We're about to get into it. I know we put a few on the board on Tuesday, so let's see if we could double that up today.
Let's do it. Brandon, I'm going to let you get us rocking and rolling as usual.
Bet.
Hey, chat, tap in with me, man. Let me get some Sterling. I see you. Let me get some bolts, W's or something in the chat. Yeah, let me know that y'all are here, man.
Camden Park. I'm not getting through this.
Before I try to connect you, could you please give me a quick description of why you're calling?
I'm calling about the property that's listed for sale.
It's listed. Unfortunately, the person you're calling cannot take your call right now. Have a nice day.
So that one was listed anyways, but we've never, we've never gotten past that AI screener anyway. Like, I think it's undefeated.
It's the AI personal phone assistant's the future. Man, it's coming fast, man. The future's here. I see y'all in the chat. I see the bolts in the chat. Hey, shout out to y'all, Marie, Sterling, Vanessa, Teresa, Nicole, Shanika. Good to see you guys in here, man. All right, I'm gonna let me do this, man.
I'm gonna send that one back. All right.
Shy, I see you. Yvonne, I see you. What up, y'all?
Let me see if I can get this one. This is Memphis. We shouldn't have no 2-point-something million listings.
Nah, Brianna, what up? Hey, listen, man, the U family is here. Getting ready to get on the phones.
Okay. Hello. Hey, is this Mr. Cahill? Uh-huh. Hey, I was giving a call back. I think you spoke with my partner the other day about it. And just want to follow up with you, see if we can get a feel for, your ballpark, see if we can get an offer to you that might work for you. If you got a few minutes.
Well, I told her the 167. That's kind of like ballpark. I'm kind of in. It's kind of like, that's about it.
You said it was 167?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something particular? Like, is there a certain, like a mortgage you're trying to cover or something like that?
No. Just like my number. That's all. Like I was telling her that it's no problem. Tenant pays on time, 1350. So it's just caught me on a good day. I mean, yesterday was just the day I said okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's a good rental. Like that's some good cash flow, especially based on I'm sure the mortgage is probably pretty good on this. Would you consider something that's a little bit more creative, like home paper on this? We pay you overtime. I think that's probably the only way we can get to that number. Just based on the comps I'm seeing, stuff selling nearby like mid 100s on the market. So off market, probably gonna be a little less than that. You know,
I'm not sure
there's one listed for like 112, one for 90, one for 105, like right on this street, and then the street next to it. What's that? Breckenwood and Brandywine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just don't think that we would be able to, be that high on a cash offer. Sometimes we can, do kind of like a delayed closing, where we agree to a price, and then we'll take, we'll work with you to make sure the property sells at the price you want it to sell for, and we'll actually be able to make a little money on that as well. Usually takes about 30, actually it's like 60 to 90 days to do that. Our cash offers are way quicker. We can close like within a month, but of course it's cash, so the offer isn't going to be as high if it's cash.
Right. I mean, let's put something together, man. Send it to me, and let my people look at it, and we can go from there. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's renting well. I know you said she just caught you on a good day. Are you thinking about kind of downsizing maybe some of the rentals you got, or?
No, that's really my retirement for that.
Okay. If I got you a cash offer that's a little closer to like its as is value, would you consider something a little closer to like lower 100s? I think
probably won't.
Okay, gotta be 167. Okay, well, let me see. I mean, if it's something I can do here, if I can, put together a creative offer or something that can get you closer to that 167, I'll give you a shout and see if we can make it work.
Okay, all
right, appreciate it. Remember. Yeah, that's a no. His estimate on this is like 116. Everything's low 100s. He wants 167. That is not a motivated seller. He's cashing out, month to month cash flow. I think he's in a good position.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's motivated to sell.
Not at all. Not at all. Let me leave some notes on this. Above retail. Asking price.
I got one. I was texting. They said to text first. I think this name is Baris. I'm gonna go
look. So that last one was Rokina Cahill, and I should have read the notes faster because it said seller is a male. Should have read them notes a little quicker next time. I definitely said Miss Cahill.
Shout out to the notes.
Yeah, for real.
This property, I guess, needs a lot of work. Where's this at? Macon, Georgia, 18,000 in Macon, Georgia. What's your thought on that?
Is that the asking price or?
That's the MAO. Asking price is $20K.
It might could work. If it's in the right part of Macon, it might could work.
All right, let's. I'm looking at the Baris lead. Let me see what's going on now.
I'm gonna check it out too. Part of Macon is this.
You will reach Baris with BG Mechanical. Please leave your contact information and your call will be returned as soon as possible.
There's a lot of 20s nearby.
You will reach Baris with BG Mechanical. Please leave your contact information and your call will be returned as soon as possible. For immediate assistance or to schedule a service call, please dial the office at 470-878-9842. 008.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up this next
All
one.
right, I left a voicemail on that. Let's keep rocking. See if we can catch some bait, chat. See if we can get somebody locked in with us on the line.
Yeah,
That Brian Lee from Larry, I already texted them. He said to text first.
I was about to say this past Tuesday, it was like 2 for 2 out the gate.
Yeah, out the door. Out the door.
I need to run that back. This is Orlando.
Hi, this is Patsy. Please leave a message. At the sound of the turn.
That's a far different name than what's on this record. She said Patsy, and I'm seeing something I can't pronounce.
This is Patsy. Please leave a message.
Just calling. That might be a wholesaler that sent this in.
Yeah, I feel like we've been running into a lot of that.
Just calling back. When would be a better time to chat?
She goes by Patsy, aka Pat.
Oh, you think that's a real name?
Patsy, Pat. All right, this Melvin one you just hit.
Yeah, I'm leaving those now.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump to this next one down there, Alicia.
Okay.
Oh, we just called her. Well, actually, hold on. Sutter already called. Hey, hold on. I'm trying to make some notes before I get to the next person. Somebody already called this one.
I'm going to the next one too.
I'm on Alicia, so just whatever one's under that.
Right. 10 day.
Oh, man, that was quick on that. Let me look here.
You tried Brian, Paris, Alicia. Okay, so I'm backing out and going ready for Tuesday, Thursday.
Hey, let me call this Alicia lady. Shannon saying I can give her a call. So
yeah.
let me try her real quick. Hey Alicia, this is Chris with Nationwide Fast Offer. You had spoke with Shannon in my Shannon in my office rather earlier about Clarion Drive earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just touching base with you. Pretty interested in the property, and I know he had kind of talked about a little bit of details with you, but wanted to touch base and see if there was some room to get something figured out and workable, or if there wasn't. I know you're kind of looking to sell by sometime in the fall. Is there a tenant in there right now, or you guys are living in it? Okay, you're in the property right now. I guess you're getting married soon and going to be moving. Is that it? I got it. Well, congratulations on that. Is kind of the goal to just sell it and cash it out, or are you looking at renting it? Where you guys, I guess, kind of add on the thought with that.
Well, if I don't sell it, I'm gonna rent it. I got somebody interested in renting, but I'm thinking like once I do all this work that I've been doing, I don't want them to mess it up, and I gotta fix it too.
Right, back in the same spot, basically.
Right.
I got you. Okay. I mean, I'm interested in making an offer to you on it. I'm pulling some information, excuse me, up on it right now to kind of see where I would be at. I know that Shannon kind of talked to you about, I think somewhere in the lower lower 200s, I think it was, correct?
Right.
Okay. I mean, is that kind of in the ballpark of, worth a conversation for you?
Yeah, no, that's not work for me because
Uh-huh.
really good. It could be on the outside and the shower. I got the bench in it, and I got shower head.
So you're not playing around. I got you. I got you.
A new door on the front, this phone door,
Mm-hmm.
and I just got new windows put on the house. And so I got a bill, everything else I paid cash for.
Understood.
Because I had retired, I had pencils. But those windows I just put up, I got a bill for them windows.
For the ones you had just put in, you mean?
Yeah.
I got you. Well, I mean, where do you feel like you kind of need to be at on it to take care of all of that stuff? Put some money in your pocket, obviously, as well. I mean, where are you kind of at numbers wise on where you feel like you need to be?
So the first I had seen 300,000, 290, 280, 290.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just kind of, just going to give you some of my thoughts just because I'm looking at some stuff in the market and own some property in the area already. I mean, it sounds like you've done a lot of work already to the property. Obviously we buy properties to fix them up and resell them or to fix them up and rent them out. Sounds like you've done kind of a lot of the heavy lifting already, on the property.
In my garage, and then you still have to put two vehicles in the garage.
Alicia, it sounds like the future husband, he should be moving in here.
And yeah, that's what I thought paid for.
No doubt. I'm with you. I see what you got going on. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like I might not be the right buyer for you. It sounds like it might be better for you to just stick it on the market or something and selling that way. I mean, we'd be able to move, on it. I would just be kind of much lower. Based on what you're kind of telling me now, I'd probably be somewhere in the, 220, 215, 220 range. It just doesn't sound like that's, super workable for you. We do have a way that we're able to kind of do a higher offer. It does require, more of a 90-day close, which could work with your October timeline. But it's just a little difficult when somebody's living in the property. So, I don't know if I'd be able to, kind of help you at the moment or get you the number you're looking for, unfortunately. It's 215, 220. I mean, is that just kind of completely out of the ballpark?
Not enough. No.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, and I don't want you to feel like, Alicia, I'm trying to, throw your crazy number and lowball you or anything like that either. All right. So, I mean, what I can do is I can check in, maybe, here in the near future, see if anything's changed or, if you're looking to potentially do something else. But yeah, I mean, it just sounds like you've kind of done a lot of the heavy lifting. Could kind of get the property on the market if you wanted to, and kind of go that direction. All right, I appreciate you. I hope you have a good rest of the evening. And if we don't talk again, congrats. Okay. Yes, ma'am. All right, thanks. Brandon, you want to call?
Nah, I ain't want to talk.
Yeah, I mean, that was a
follow up
retail
with.
situation. She's already done a lot of the work. Guys, that setter call that you hear me talk about a lot, you know, that's that opportunity, that microwave call that you hear me talk about in the course. You know, that's that opportunity right there. That's what that call sounds like. It's just getting some information, seeing where the person's at, and just filtering and identifying, is this somebody really interested in selling right now, or are they more so somebody who's just a better fit retail and it's time to get to the next lead, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to follow up with this guy again tomorrow early.
But you know, that being said, those sellers are the ones that are really great follow-ups right now. I think I see Marie. It looks like you sent that lead in. I don't know if Marie's here or not right now. I think I saw her in here earlier. Yeah, shout out to Marie. Those are the follow-ups that are super critical right now. And having them in your system and maintaining the follow-up, Marie, that's a good cold follow-up. The person's motivated in selling. She's already disclosed and given the information that she's moving to a new property and getting married, and this property is now going to become vacant. She's also expressed she doesn't want to rent it out and deal with somebody damaging the property and all the work that she's done to it. So she may just go stick it on the market, but she may also not. And then something happens in her life later that makes her say, you know what, let me just go ahead and sell this thing. And so again, those are really good follow-ups to kind of keep in the mix. Brandon, you got one that you're try to jump in on?
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna pull him back up. Shanlo. Sam Johnson. All right, here we go. That's number 3.
Oh,
Hey, Mr. Sam, this is Brandon.
what's up, Brandon?
Hey, nothing much. Yeah, it's been a while. I think since the last time we spoke. But we were talking about Magnolia Street, and I wanted to get back in touch with you, see if we can put something together. Had you taken any further steps to get it sold, or?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm talking to people every day, but you know, money talks, right? I mean, I don't know what you got in mind.
It's not great. I did. I spoke. My agent is really well connected in that area. You may even have seen commercials from Andrew Lucas.
No, never heard of it.
Okay. So he took a look. He said he thinks that it's going to be about a $55K reno based on the photos, just kind of based on the area, everything else. We think we would need to be at about 40, 45 cash offer, close quickly, and we could literally get it wrapped up, you know, as soon as title's ready, which typically takes about a week. So we call it 10 days. Done deal.
Well, I got an offer 85. Your guy is way off. I wish he knew something about real estate, but if he's telling you that, then I don't know where you are. So I can't blame you for your crazy numbers. So I don't know.
Well, you know what, and what I think is it's the market right now. I mean, I think it's because it's smaller. It's a 21783 square feet, but we still have to we really have to do a lot to get these, get properties sold in this market because just things are just sitting.
For 88,000. You ain't nowhere close.
Got it. Okay. Well, look, I'll follow up if let me know if anything changes.
Not for that price.
What's the best you could do?
Go and get you some popcorn and enjoy yourself.
What's the best? What's the best you think you could do on this one?
The best. What messes me up, and I'll tell you, it's Zillow and Redbook, and it's in a black neighborhood, and it's next to this church is next over there to Benedict College, Black College, Providence Hospital, low income hospital. It's the area. But the houses sell over there after renovation from 120, 140, 160, depending on your renovation. Your agent, I mean, he's trying to be your best friend, and I don't blame him for being your best friend, but he's full of shit. And so, no way in the hell I'll sell that house for less than $85,000. As is. That's with you doing the renovation. It's got a new roof on it, and I've done work to the yard and had concrete and different things poured over. That's got central heat that needs to be updated, but the units there can be refurbished. So I get it. I understand I'm a black man. I understand people trying to shit me, but I just happen to know the market. So I'm not gonna sell it for that, bro.
Okay. Well, look, let me see what I can do. All right. I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna, maybe we'll take this and do this ourselves. So I can look at this and maybe get a contractor bid and see, maybe we can, pivot instead of looking at this as a flip. Maybe look at like a buy and hold long term. Sometimes we can offer a little bit more.
Well, as I said, I'm not coming down to 85. So
of course, and that's what I'm saying. I can maybe do a little bit more if we look at this a little differently. Had you ever considered, selling this on terms, equal monthly payments for a period of time, maybe a balloon payment, 3 years, 5 years down the road?
What's your down payment?
It'd be up to you. I want to negotiate that with you. See what you're comfortable with.
Down, and the price wouldn't be 80, not 85.
Well, what would it need to be?
Hold a note, I wouldn't do 85. I'd do 100 or at least 95. Then do 20% down on 95. Then give you a balloon payment in about 5 years, something like that. But no, I don't want to.
Makes sense.
That's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah. What type of payments would you need monthly to make that work?
Well, to make that work,
it's smaller. It's a 2-1.
At least $1,200 a month.
Oof. I'm seeing.
I can't give it to you.
Right, but I see a 2-1 renting for $1,000 a month right now. Like right by this. So, we wouldn't. There'd be zero cash flow for us to make something like that work.
Yeah, but you'll end up with a house, though. So like I said, that's my last option. I'm a single individual. I'm not trying to hold a note or finance anything for anybody. I just want the money and go. Right. You can take over the payments. Let's see, what is it? I owe about $25,000 on it. Let's see, 25. If you give me $60,000, take over the payment. Do what you want with it.
How much are you paying monthly PITI?
The monthly payment on that house is $4. I really don't know. I think it's $450 or it's less than $500 a month.
Okay, 60. But you'll want the $60K up front.
That would keep you in a good tax bracket where you could you wouldn't have to pay higher taxes on it, because once you renovate it, your tax is going up.
But you're saying you would want that $60K.
Payments, you'll get it at the same tax bracket I have it in.
Right. Yeah. But are you saying that you would want 20%? Well, I know, but you mentioned give me $60,000 and then take over the monthly payments.
You give me $60,000, take up the payment, you got a deal.
And so you're asking that, you're saying 60K up front.
60K up front.
See, that burns that deal. I can give you 20% of 60K.
Yeah,
then we would be talking.
You looking out for you, and I'm looking out for
Well, look, I'm trying to find a nice middle ground. One more option. Let me throw something else at you. We have what's called it's a delayed closing. It takes about 3 months where we get this property ready to go. We'll fix anything that needs to be fixed on it to get it sold. Sometimes it takes about 2 to 3 months, but we can often pay a little higher for a project like that. Is that something that you would be open to? We'd agree to a number, right?
Well, when you say a little higher, what are you talking about?
I mean, closer to what you want. You wanted 80 for this. I think.
I mean, if you actually made a hold a note, and anyway, price goes up.
Right. No, but you're not holding a note. Yeah. No, we would be closing on it cash. It would just take 2 to 3 months because we would get it ready to be lived in by a new family, right? In that period of time. And then we would be able to close on this in about 3 months, 2 to 3 months, sometimes 2 months. And we could pay a little bit more for a deal like that.
Let me see. Okay, wait a minute. And your name is what again?
Brandon
Brandon
Barnes.
Brandon, I got one guy here to you that's supposed to be coming up with the 86,000, and I told him 86 today, and I'm supposed to be sending him an email address. So if he chickens out, then me and you can talk. But right now, he's got all his money, and so all the money is a whole lot better than waiting on money. Right? Got it. Yeah. You're giving him till the end of today or end of this week or what?
Yeah. Let me give you a call back. I mean, I'm just being honest. I gotta sell it. I mean, I've been trying to sell it for about over a year now, and so when I first tried to start to sell it, I had to get some probate issues straightened out, so that I couldn't have sold it. But now that I got probate and everything straightened out, and I'm a single, sole owner of it, I can sell it. And not only that, but anyway, make a long story short, I got to get him out the way. And so if he's serious, then we'll go ahead and let him take the deal. But if he can't come up with the money, then everybody just don't have $85,000, $86,000 laying around.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I get it.
I know how it is.
But that ain't my problem.
Right. I mean, you're trying to get it sold. So
Yeah.
This is what we'll do. I'll follow up with you. I'll try to give you a shout. What's tomorrow, Friday?
Tomorrow's Friday. Give me a shout Wednesday, I think. Maybe Wednesday, Brian.
Okay. I know.
That'll let me know what's gonna happen with the other guy's name that we're gonna deal with.
Okay. I know I'm gonna be in the office. And I'm gonna be taking some calls on Tuesday around 12 to 2 p.m.
Okay, you call me anytime. I'm
Okay.
retired.
All right. Perfect. All right.
You call me in the middle of the night.
That's what's up. Cool. All right. I appreciate it. I'll give you a shot next week.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Okay. All right, peace. Yeah.
That's a wheeler dealer. That's a wheeler dealer.
Also.
So he's saying he's got 86K bird in hand.
He's saying he got an offer. He mentioned before that he was receiving some offers. He had somebody in front of him, and so I'm assuming he might have even signed something, and he's waiting to see if due deposits earnest money. That's kind of how I took it. We could have been talking about something different, but it was I took it that he either was waiting for earnest money or a signed agreement at 86.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, maybe as an ovation, maybe you could swing it because it is livable. Based on the photos, maybe you could call it move-in ready.
Well, I mean, I saw you kind of. I mean, you pivoted a couple of times, in that call. The guy's a character. But I saw you kind of on the back end try to navigate towards the novation. he just was bouncing all around. So you know, he's one of those people. As soon as he hears what he wants to hear, like that 86, he's like mentally fixated on that. And who knows if that's even
the number.
You know, a good offer or anything like that. Truthfully,
yeah. I probably would still not even send the a novation offer at 86. I would probably try to get him down a little bit. But it looks move-in ready, just with zero updates, but it's clean supposedly based on these photos.
Yeah.
But it's a 2-1, 783 square feet. Putting down the market like that, you know, does it sell in 30, you know, in 60 to 90 days? Not sure. But you know, maybe worth a flyer. Let me see. Yeah, everything else that's that small. I see some 150s, but they're updated. So
yeah.
You know, could we put that out there at like 110 with no updates, or 100? Maybe.
Yeah, let's see what's shaking, man. Let me jump into another one. What was that seller's first name?
No, this was from last week. He's not on the board.
Okay, you haven't done any on Ready for Tuesday, Thursday?
Just one of them.
Was it David?
No, you could take that one.
All right, this is in Orlando, Florida. It's actually 3 houses on 2 lots. There.
Tuesday, 12 p.m.
Let me look this property up. It says it's built on 3 houses on 2 lots. Let's see what that means.
Renovation. $75K. And then one more. Shanlou. Okay. Some Bessemer. Currently under contract. Call back in 2 weeks.
I don't think this is a deal, but let's see.
Okay. Call back in 2 weeks. That was 2.
Yeah, hey, David, this is Chris giving you a call about Indiana Street. You had spoke with Yvonne in my office, I believe, that you were kind of interested in selling those properties there. I'm sorry to hear that, David. Hopefully she gets better. So should we just call you back in a couple months? Is that what you're saying? All right. Sounds good. All right, thanks. Yeah, I already kind of had a vibe that wasn't a deal when I pulled it up and kind of read through it.
What was it that it was telling you?
Well, so like when I'm looking at some notes, right? So like the notes on this are it's 3 houses on 2 lots. They're 3-1, 2-1, 2-1. They're old, built in the 40s. New builds are going up nearby. His asking price is, and this is kind of what stuck out. His asking price is what he had it listed for earlier this year. You know, we know the market hasn't gone up.
Opposite.
Since you know the beginning of the year, it's gone down. He's gotten below market offers and rejected them. So, you know, kind of got the vibe just kind of from reading that. I do think it's a good, and a lot of these you're going to start seeing, right? And we've been talking about this, I feel like, for the past couple months, but we're just in a transition period right now, market wise. We're moving from a seller's market. Well, we're not moving anymore. I mean, we're in a buyer's market, but we were in a seller's market. We're now in a buyer's market, but sellers are mentally still in a seller's market.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't gotten enough rejection yet. They haven't gotten enough lowball offers yet. They haven't tried to put their property on the market yet and not been able to sell it. Now they're back kind of having this conversation, so there's still a little bit of that for sure going on, and will be, I think, for the next couple of months, as the market starts to kind of, if we see if it's going to stabilize itself.
What was the first name on that?
David.
Okay. Okay, I got another one. I feel like I spoke to this guy before. Bro, them Google Street View photos are.
Yeah, once you see that Google Street View, that's gonna tell you a lot.
Bro, walking down the street, no shirt.
That's what I'm saying. When you hit that Street View, you can get an idea, all right, of what this is gonna look like, or not. All right, you 1,000% could do that.
Let me see what he's talking about, though.
All right, I got one up right after you too.
Okay.
Diamond Touch.
Hey, is this Wade?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Wade, this is Brandon. I was giving you a shout back about West Grand Ave. I think you spoke with Shannon from our team maybe a little earlier. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just wanted to follow up with you, see if we can get an offer over to you that may make sense. Is this a decent time? You got a few minutes?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So yeah, he left me some great notes. I kind of got a feel of what's going on, duplex. He kind of has a lot of the conversations for us, and I'm kind of looking at the numbers and seeing what we could do on this. He mentioned that you were asking 72. Is that the number?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that's, I know he said one side was vacant and the other side is livable. Is there somebody living in there?
Yes.
Okay. How much are they paying right now?
$925.
Okay. That's a good number. So, I mean, you can get both rented, I know the other side needs repairs. Is that kind of why you're wanting to sell at this point? You're not feeling, you don't want to fool around with no repairs on the other side?
Well, not really. I'm just going to venture off into something else. That's the reason why I'm selling it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Well, yeah, I mean, I was able to look up the area. Unfortunately, there's a lot of low sales nearby. And when we're looking at projects like this, even if we're gonna kind of buy and hold it, we have to be prepared for whatever. So, let's say we get it fixed up, we rent it out, we're rocking and rolling for a bit, and then we need to go on and sell. We don't want to lose money, right? If we go to sell it, a few months, few years down the road. And so based on everything I'm seeing, I mean, I honestly think we probably need to be a lot closer to 40, maybe 50 on this.
40, maybe 50.
Yeah. Is that within a ballpark that makes a sense for us to keep talking about this?
I probably could go 60.
See, I was I was actually being optimistic. I mean, because 40 sounds a lot better than 50 to me. I'm trying to see what I can do here. You know, give you the most bang for your buck. Because he mentioned so on that vacant side, it needs rehab. You're currently doing the kitchen and bathrooms, but like, have you gotten the materials, or are you just at the point where you're taking stuff out, like you're demoing it?
I have some of the material.
Okay. Would that come with the sale?
Yeah.
Okay. Had you considered putting it on the market?
No, I really wasn't considering selling it, but I had so many people asking me about it. So when you called, I thought maybe you had heard about it or something.
No, we be just doing some outreach, and especially in areas that we like to buy, to do deals and do projects. And so this was one of those areas. Yours popped up, and we think we can get you a good offer, something that we can close on really quickly, and then be a good project for us.
Give me about a week to think about it.
Okay.
Because I may have the other side occupied by tomorrow while I'm working on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just had somebody inquire about it, and they want to bring me the money today, the deposit and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, let me at least tell you a little bit about kind of how we do deals. I mean, we'll come in and we'll close on your timeline. Like, if you said, hey, I wanted to be done with this, soon as title's ready, like in a week or 10 days, we'll pay all cash. So we're not looking for like appraisals and financing contingencies and stuff like that. And we can close this out with, paying all the closing costs. We'll take care of that. No fees. If I got you an offer like that, like, what's the best price you think you would consider?
Really, the 60 I consider.
Is that the best you can do?
Yeah. I mean, 40. Okay. I got like $8,000 back property taxes on there. Yeah. So I was going to take care of that. That was going to be also included.
Yeah. Because we would be able to cover that at closing.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, let me think about this.
Okay. If I put it in writing and send it over so you could have a look at it, and I do want to do a little bit more digging to see, and I got a buddy that works this area, and I wanted to kind of get his feel for on it, maybe even drive by. It wouldn't disturb the tenants, kind of just drive the neighborhood, see all the other stuff that's either listed or recently renovated, stuff like that. So I can really try to dial in that number. Maybe I can get a little bit more for you.
Okay.
Do you have an email address that you use?
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm gonna dig into a little bit more, see what I could do. That other person that you had that was considering renting it, did they tell you, did you all discuss what he would be paying, or he or she?
Yeah, they'll be paying $1,100.
Dang. Like,
Yeah.
still while you working on it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice little lick. For the other side, 925, 925, and 1100.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Had you thought about what you would do to the money? Are you gonna try to roll it into another rental or another project or?
No, just I just roll it into doing the property enhancement.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a few more?
Yeah, I do.
Is there any of the other ones that you would consider maybe, need some work and you don't want to fool with it?
Not right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's I appreciate the time, man. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna look into it a little bit further, see what we can do, and see if we can put a deal together here.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, bet. I appreciate you, Wade.
All right.
All right, peace.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that call?
So I don't think he's not super motivated, and he said that. He said that he wasn't really thinking about it, and then people was calling. That kind of piqued his interest. I don't think he needs to sell. I think even shit at 40, I don't even know if we could sell it. It's Dayton. Like I said, the Street View tell you everything. Could we put a good deal together here? Maybe, if he's willing to be flexible. But where he is right now is a long-term follow-up.
Yeah.
And he's in a good position if he's able to rent something for even higher than his other side as he's working on it. He really don't need to sell.
Yeah, he definitely did. He didn't have any motivation in his voice
At all.
Not at all.
Chilling.
All right, let me call this one. This could be a good one.
Came down to 60.
Try to get her back on the line. All right, she sent me a voicemail. Let me try to text her though.
Okay. Yeah, that was one I think I'm suggesting. If I can get pricing feedback on this and maybe dial in the offer, maybe. But if not, whoever sent that one in, I would just set it as a long-term follow-up. Maybe at some point dude gets more motivated and is ready to sell, but at the price that he's at right now is really close to retail. These duplexes out here going for super low. 30, 40, 50,000.
Where is that at?
Dayton, Ohio.
Ohio.
You getting what, 2K in rent?
Yeah, that's
if you could keep them in there, right? That's a good return.
Hey, now that's a major key.
Yeah.
If you can keep them in there.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
if you can keep them in there. That's a fair call. All right, let me note this up real fast. Let's keep rolling. We got some more. I see one just came in. What was the name that you just called?
That was Wade.
All right, let me try this next one. All right, so another Chi-Town one. Sheesh. Found her fiance dead in the house.
Shit.
She's firm at 165. Lord, she got a girlfriend who's a realtor
Oh, okay.
who did the BPO. That's how she came up with the number.
A friend.
All right. Rehab bath and kitchen 3 years ago. Let's see what's shaking.
Land in Maryland.
Please leave your message for.
Try again. Some good comps are on this one. I don't think at this price though. No.
Let me see if I can find it.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, Deborah, this is Chris. I was giving you a call. You had been, I think, speaking with.
I don't know who Deborah is. You got the wrong number.
Okay, well, maybe I got you mistaken, but I was calling about a property on 103rd. You had spoke with somebody in my office. Maybe I got you confused. If so, I apologize.
Oh, which property?
West 103, West 103rd.
Yeah, I spoke with the lady already yesterday, right?
Yeah. So we have a couple people that work in our office that look for deal opportunities for us, and then they send it over our way to see if we can work something out. So that's why I was giving you a call, see if there was an opportunity to make a deal happen or not. Kind of told me, I guess.
Did she give you the details?
Yeah, all I know is it sounds like it was a pretty tragic situation that happened at the property, and you're
No, sir. It's no tragic situation that happened at that property. So you can listen for it, but the price I'm selling the property is $165. If that's not a duplicate, then I won't waste your time.
okay. So you're firm at 165. That's not workable.
I certainly am.
Understood.
Yeah, I certainly am. Yes, sir.
Understood. All right. So, I mean, I guess from the only other information I got is that it was, rehab the kitchen and baths a couple of years ago. Is there any other work that still needs to be done to the property, or what's kind of the situation, I
No,
guess?
sir. No, sir. There's nothing wrong with the property.
Okay.
Brand new 2.5 garage built out back that's not even being used. So, no, there's nothing wrong with the property.
I got you. Okay. So, look, I mean, it doesn't sound like, maybe I'm the right buyer for you, I guess. I mean,
I understand. I appreciate your call.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting too much information. So it's no worries. Maybe I caught you at a bad time or something. Have a good day. Yeah, that's not a serious seller, guys.
I like how you backed up out of that.
I don't got that kind of time.
Nah.
I ain't got that kind of time. She hit me with that. She had that ism, that energy on her. I don't be having that kind of time, man.
I feel that 1000%.
Talking about nothing wrong with the product. Why you got a realtor, then why you ain't got on the market?
Exactly.
What we talking about? So we're gonna keep rocking and rolling.
I got one in Houston. Oh, was it San Antonio? I thought it was Houston. Johnny. Salsada. Salsa. Johnny with the sauce.
You got one of them names, man.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
This may be one we got to send to the. Yeah, he hadn't picked up. I think Shannon tried to call him too a few times with text. He's not going. Call. No. I saw another one. There's some land in Maryland. This DND. Except that's the one. And 235 was incorrect. I think you might have spoke to this one before.
What's the name?
Enel.
Sounds kind of familiar.
See if you can take that one.
Yeah, I did. I think I called her on Tuesday.
Okay. I'll move on. Yeah, apparently, I guess her asking price was lower than what was listed. It's like 235. Privacy. Call follow up. All right, you spoke to that one. David. What's the sales seller mentioned was under contract? What's a backup offer? Seller mentioned it's under contract and wants a backup offer.
Nah.
We calling though?
By spam call filtering. Please press 08 to continue. Sorry, I didn't get that. Please press 08 to continue.
There's a lot too.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Sorry, the mailbox belonging to 8042719.
All right, scrambled eggs on that.
Mm-hmm. David G. Let's see if I can get through here.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Really striking out today on contact.
Right.
Forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
He not going. I'm gonna send a text. I think Chris will be back here in a second. I just tried to call you back a few times about Saint Anthony.
What was that? I just tried it now, I think. Yeah.
Would return to student.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to.
Let's see how much Carla wants. Her hard number.
$7,500 for a lot
That's the one I was looking at.
in Memphis. Sounds like an L. But let's research it. Let me jump in leads. So guys, like let me talk through this real quick, right? Because I think this is important. So like, especially on like these lot leads, lot lead situations, I'm taking this address, I'm throwing it into the Bolt Leads app inside of Offer Bolt, and I'm looking to see, is there any new construction that's been built around this property in the last 2 years? So this is in Memphis, right? And it's, generally speaking, you're not going to see, new construction in these areas. But let's see. Well, actually, no, we do got some new construction nearby. Man, all the new construction is active on the market, which kind of tells me it might be a different neighborhood entirely. Let's see.
Okay, I got one. I need to hit.
All right, I'm gonna let you jump in. I'm looking at some of the new construction around this one. And there's some new construction. They've been on the market trying to get them sold, it looks like, for sure. There's a few. It's crazy. I mean, all these new ones. It's a lot of comps right here, but they're all, you know, on the market. So let's try her again now. You on mute, Brennan.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Because I think it was late last year. And we were talking through things. Lex actually told me that.
Yeah. Hey, Carla.
Ready? You were considering.
Yeah. Hey, this is Chris.
Yes.
So what's been going on? Catch me up to date.
Nothing. Life.
Yeah. And I think we were talking about some different numbers. I'm trying to remember what we left off at.
Oh, I'm not sure. I just know that my friend does real estate, and he was looking. He had looked up the value of my house right now. I know I'm trying to do it as is, so it may not be that number, but it was 235 on the real estate app that he looks on. That only realtors can look on, I guess.
Yeah, but so and those assume that the house is in like good livable condition. It's not assuming fully renovated. It's kind of like a Zestimate, because your Zestimate on Zillow right now is 245. If I looked at Redfin, I'm sure it'd probably be something similar. And that's assuming that the house is in good standing, good condition. It's kept up with the market. Maybe not like super renovated HGTV status, but like it's been kept up. It's solid. Has it's livable right now. You could like list it fully furnished. Sometimes people will just list their house as they're living in it, and it sells retail because somebody can like move into it and it's already, it's been kept up and somewhat modern. Like that's kind of what that number means. And so I forget what we talked about last time, but I think you were doing some work to a section of the house. When you purchase, you got rent alone, pay for the roof, extending the kitchen, back porch, and flooring. Maybe needs paint, new carpet upstairs. I thought you were doing some work in like the kitchen or something.
No, I added some more cabinets. That's and he never finished my countertop. But yeah, I added some new cabinets, and yeah, I bought new appliances, but I plan on taking those with me. So
Got it. And remind me why you were selling for a particular reason. I know you were like living between there and another location. Was it like a work related thing?
no, I was just living at my house. I mean, my son got sick. Yeah, I don't know if you talked to me, because my son got sick in October. So right now he in a wheelchair, so he can't live in there. So that's one of the reasons why I'm moving also.
Okay, got it. Yeah, and I think we were speaking like early November of last year.
Okay, but I guess it was right after it happened then.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was between Richmond and there because he was in rehab at that point.
So I think what we were trying to do, I was looking at how we could make this work, how we could try to maximize what you were, going to be able to walk away with. Because you have like a mortgage that's what, low 100s, like 140 or something?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and I was really
Are you
close
talking
to
about what I
that.
bought it for?
No, like the current mortgage
Now?
balance.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I would have to go up there and look. I don't know the exact number right now.
Okay. So it's kind of coming back to me, and I'm looking around again just to see, like in the area, what we think we could do
Yeah, they
here.
building 3 townhouses beside me. Well, almost beside me.
Yeah.
It's a plot of land between me and the townhomes that they building.
Got it. Okay. So I think I'm gonna have to dig into it a little further, because what I'm still seeing is a lot of homes that are being, fixed up and resold are still selling like in the mid hundreds. Like rentals maybe a little bit higher than that, 160, 170. And I think we were trying to get, you to be able to kind of walk away with something a little bit more significant than that. Did you have like a target? Like you wanted to be able to pay it off and walk away with so much?
Right. Yes, I definitely did.
What was that target?
I didn't really have a number because like I said, I looked at how much it was, how much it would have been selling for, I guess, tip top condition. And I know it's not tip top because I'm not, going to put any more work into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it's also not bad because it's it was things done. I got things done when I bought the house. I did renovations then. So, and it's pretty much been, not a whole lot of wear and tear for the most part. I know the carpet probably, I don't know, the carpet just got bad. I don't know what happened. Like, it looked like somebody went up the steps with their shoes on and they didn't use it. So,
yeah. Did you ever?
So I know the carpet isn't 100%, but on the first floor there is just the wood light or whatever that is.
Yeah.
That they put on floors.
Did you ever send me those photos?
No, I didn't send you any photos yet. No.
Okay, because I had it in my notes that you were gonna send me some photos.
Yeah, I gotta get some, move some stuff, throw some stuff out, and move some stuff away, and get it straight.
Okay, but so when you were reaching back out and saying, "Hey, I'm ready now. I'm wanting to move forward," you have a timeline, like when are you trying to hit?
Hopefully, like within the next month, if I can. I'm trying to, or however.
Yeah, I mean, and
that's soon we can.
It's possible. We just got to make it work at a price, because I was looking at kind of like sometimes we have like what's called a delayed closing where we can offer a little bit more, and then we'll kind of do any repairs, updates that's necessary to get it sold. We'll agree to to sell to purchase at a number with you, and then we'll go out and do the work that it takes to make some profit on our end, but it takes a little longer, like 60 to 90 days. But getting it sold, a cash offer, everything I keep seeing is getting me back to kind of right around that mid, close to 150 range. And so I want to see if I can get that number up, and I can bump it up, so that you are able to walk away with a little bit more than that. So it would be helpful, two things. If you're able to get some photos, like if we want to get this done quickly, we can do everything on our end to get title work done quick, due diligence done quickly, so that we can get to the closing table within a few weeks. What will be helpful is the photos sent to this number, just so we can get a general feel for like our scope of work, what we would need to be doing. Say a picture in each room, and maybe one from the outside and the front and the back. And then get an updated mortgage statement. I don't need the statement. I'm just curious what the payoff is like, you know. And if you do
Okay,
have,
yeah, I do that stuff online, so I can just go into my app and look. It should all be there.
okay. And do you remember
But also, they also send me a printout statement, so I'll look at the latest one.
Okay. Do you remember if you have a pretty good interest rate?
I know I refinanced a couple of years ago.
Well, that could be good because you know there was really good interest rates a few years ago.
It refinanced because the interest rate went down some. So yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Find that out. Like, what's the rate, and if it's fixed, that'll be helpful too. And then we can try to figure out something that'll work for you and work for us, and we can get this done with you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know tomorrow's Friday. If you could maybe over the weekend, you know, get some photos, and I can try to give you a shout back.
Probably you might need to give me like a week for the photos, so
Okay.
I can get some stuff moved around. I'm trying to get my kids' beds down because they're big beds, and I don't think you'll be able to really see the
Well, I mean,
rooms.
but the bedrooms aren't that big of a deal. Like it helps me
Okay.
get a sense of like kind of the size. But other than that,
Okay.
it's more of like the layout, like how the downstairs looks, kitchens and bathrooms or what sells, right? You know, understanding what the
Okay.
flooring is like. That's really the kind of the more important pictures. The bedrooms, all I really kind of need to see is like, hey, well, are they a decent size? Right. So
Okay.
just one from the door is fine for the bedrooms.
Okay.
Okay. Good deal. Well, look, I'll be back. I know I'll be making some calls this time next week. So let's just plan to talk again this time next week.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes.
All right.
Fine.
All right, cool. All right. Thanks, Nicole.
All right.
All right.
Mhm.
Later. Bye. That's gonna be tough to pull off. You muted.
No, Sam, why do you say that?
You said why I said that?
Yeah, I didn't hear the whole call. I was on a call too. But
Where it is, I'm gonna send it to you so that you can look at it. But this is a lady we've been following up with since November, like right when we got started, before we even started doing closing conversations. And she has you know, stayed in touch. We, you know, continue to follow up with her. You know, she has this handicapped son that she's trying to move from this house. She has another place, but she wants to walk away with a little bit. And her mortgage balance is like 140. And I really feel like, you know, it probably needs to sell right around that price.
yeah.
So we were gonna look and see if we could do something, you know, flexible or innovation to make it work. And I just don't know if that's gonna be possible. So
Yeah. I mean, you know, numbers game at the end of the day. I just had a call too on that $7,500 lot in Memphis. She's agreed. There is comps around it. There's new construction around it. Stuff's not necessarily selling. You know,
she
here very
agreed to what
recent.
price?
She agreed on the 7,500. I think it's a decent price. I just think, given the market, it's can we move it? Can we not? It's only it's $7,500 deal. Probably could move it for around somewhere 10 to 15K. So it's certainly not. It's a keep the light on deal, not a hey, we made some money deal. But you know, could be an opportunity, and you know, you add those up at the end of the year. You add 20, 30, $40,000 to your annual revenue. You know, starting to stack those deals up throughout the year. So she's talking to her brother. It's an inherited property. Her brother also has to sign. So she's contacting the brother and then gonna text back, let me know if it's something workable for them or not. Was that I couldn't tell if that was the last one or not. What's the
Nah, that was a follow-up. I jumped over to Nationwide. I think we did clear the list over there.
all right, let's look at Nationwide.
Yeah, I went to the clothesline. seller contacts. Clothesline. Yeah, that was Nicole. Ignored Guy Holland. They're not going.
You say who's the guy you just talked to?
No, that was Nicole, but the one that says Guy Holland on the clothesline that's a lead. I've had it in my business. Joy Lane. They're not selling nowhere near their retail. It's not a deal. And they're saying the same thing that I got told. This Ackworth one, maybe. Issues of inheritance. You want to what's up, mother? Call and see if we can do anything we could do. There's like 2 others though that make it be something to.
And nationwide.
Yeah, nationwide. There's 5 on the clothesline.
Yeah, I'm looking. All right, let me see.
So look at.
I'm on. Starting with Bobby.
No, that's one I'm about to call.
Right.
Either Tim or Paul. Tim or Paul. Not going.
Please leave.
Try him again.
We'll go ahead and dial this Paul guy.
Okay.
Please leave your message for.
Looks like we tried these yesterday. Let's see.
I'm gonna hit him with a triple dial.
Please leave your message for.
You don't want to talk.
Yeah, they're seeing that number ring through.
Mm-hmm. Some good comms.
This phone number for 047. Telephone number recorded for 0472131.
Hey, Brandon, this question in the chat I think is a good question. You want to jump on that real quick? Share your thoughts. Can someone be unmotivated even if they're in pre-foreclosure? What's the psychology behind that? I've got a lot of experience and some thoughts on that. I'll let you jump on that too. I think it could be a question of perspective. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, you will definitely sense it, especially if you hit them early in the month. pre-foreclosure is, they're getting alerts, they're getting stuff to the house, mail, calls, sometimes door knocks. And I think the key to that is to make sure that if you reach out early on in the process, maybe either before they have a date, a sale date, a foreclosure date, oftentimes they're in denial or they're trying to work out and figure out some way to stop the situation themselves. So the key to it is to follow up again a lot closer to when the foreclosure date is about to happen. And oftentimes you can stop the foreclosure process with an offer. You can lean on your closing attorney or the attorney that's handling the loan situation. And I think Chris and the team has done that recently for a deal that we had that was about to go into foreclosure, stop the sale with an offer. And so early on, you will, it will come off as there's no motivation because they're either in denial or they're trying to fight it or figure it out, or they're burying their head in the sand. And so you got to continue to follow up with them. And as it get closer, you'll be surprised how much motivation they show once they know, like, hey, this thing is actually happening in a week from now. So that's kind of how I've seen it and how I've dealt with it in the past. But I think you probably just dealt with one like that recently.
Yeah, I mean, you see this a lot, where when people are in pre-foreclosure, it's like when I think about when I had my own financial issues back in 2017, it's like there's a period of time in that my head was in the sand. And, you got the door knocks, you got the letters, you got the phone calls, and you're just not trying to deal with it. And I think that's the overwhelming majority of people that you come across in pre-foreclosure. They're just not ready to deal with the reality of the situation. Because you got to think, man, a lot of times these are people's homes, investment properties they had inherited, and it's hard to accept, hey, like things got out of whack somewhere. Like I'm going to have to let this property go and essentially start over, And so what you often see happen is it's not really up until right until the foreclosure, and like you said, I'm dealing with this, on a deal right now. It's a really great deal, but, seller told us about the foreclosure basically 4 or 5 days prior to the foreclosure. Thankfully, we're able to get the bank to stop it, but that doesn't usually work out that way. Usually, if the bank's already got it to a trustee, it's already scheduled for an auction, it's only a couple days left, they're not trying to pull it. So, the psychology behind it, I think, is just people avoid their financial problems and their bills and the consequences until the consequences are so real it's directly in front of you and affecting you. Because when you're in pre-foreclosure, it's not like somebody's coming to move you out the house. So that's part of it, man. But I think pre-foreclosures are good deal opportunities. I think though that pre-foreclosure takes a certain level of approach to be successful. Like when I'm trying to approach people that are in pre-foreclosure, I'm not approaching them about their house, so to speak. I'm approaching them about, hey, what kind of resolution do you need financially to like fight another day and get on with your life? So this doesn't affect you for the next 5, 10, 15 years of your life where you've got a foreclosure and you're trying to go rent an apartment now and start your life over and you can't because you've got this foreclosure on your record. Like, what do we need to do to try to help you with that? Even if it's not me, hey, what resources are there that are available that I could get out to you? And I have personally found that approach to be the most successful for me over the years to get sellers at least communicating about their intent. And a lot of these sellers too, in this situation, they'll get kind of strung up on, like the loan modification and, well, I'm working on this or trying to come up with the money or, so it's just, you got to build that relationship, get some trust. And I think get them to get realistic. Like, hey, you might need to just think about, you might need to be moving on, but that's kind of my thought on it.
Yeah. That's some good points.
All right, let's keep rocking.
Call Timothy. Wilson, but do it from your cell phone.
All right, hold on.
He's that next one is being blocked. But it looks like a good deal on paper. Asking 190. Well, yeah, maybe not a great deal, but
All right, hold on a second.
I'm gonna check out the one I think I saw.
You said it's Tim. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, Marie just said she had one. Seller contacts. Florida. There's a mortgage on the property, but she not would not close. It's a good part of Memphis. I shouldn't say. I mean, it's some really, really nice size homes.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have...
You want to pull up that whatever this one Marie's talking about in the chat?
Yeah, I pulled it up.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Miss Washington.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing today?
I'm okay too.
Awesome. Yeah, I was reaching out. I think you may have spoken with my partner, Marie, about Annandale Drive recently.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, just wanted to follow up with you. See what we could do here. I was checking out some of the numbers. We're really interested. We're buying a lot of properties. And I think this is a great neighborhood in Memphis. She gave me a little bit of notes. What I didn't see here was how much you were wanting to sell this property for.
Okay, I told her 315.
Okay. 315. Got it. 315. How did you come up with that number? Is that an agent, or did you have like an appraisal or something?
No, we do the comps, and we had it above that before. We had it I think we had 335, and it could have gone either more, but we was trying to make sure we go and get it because these people want to go to the contract. And so we had an offer, and then that offer turned into a contract. But he didn't have his cash money like he said, so it fell through. And so after his fell through, then we just said, hey, go knock it down. And so we took it to 315 because, she, like I said, moving to the country is ideal.
Yeah. Are you working with, is the owner here like a client of yours?
Yes, because I'm getting them in the one in DeSoto County and getting their souls. And we've got plenty of prospects, but it seems as though people in Memphis, this lady want cash if she could get it, because it's the quickest way to get a deal closed. And she just didn't want to hang out past 30 days, you know?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Had you considered putting it on the market?
Pardon me?
Had you considered listing it on the market?
That was very simple. I pass my cards out all the time. And so I was going to be, I guess you could say, the right
So
place.
this is retail. Either a realtor or a wholesaler.
I said, don't leave me this moment. You will be.
I'm curious what she
doing.
In less than 3 months, I was called.
Don't really sound like a realtor. Sound like a grandma. You sound like somebody auntie or something.
This is the one Marie just sent in.
It's like in the future they would be wanting something. So.
Got it.
She texts me, and that was it.
Okay. I only asked because I mean, also just like looking at the numbers, maybe 315 might be able to get that on the market. But cash offers just aren't going to come in nearly that high. They're going to be way closer to the 200, low 200 range, just based on what's selling around that property. The average fix and flip, is being purchased around 170. The average long-term buy and hold is being purchased around 226.
It's going to stay out there until she get what she wants. She knows what she wants.
Yeah. And that's why I think on the market is going to be the best bet. Yeah, but look, I appreciate the time. Do you have anything else, by the way, like that may need like more work, or we can make an offer, that's like as is. It may need a lot of work. Do you have any properties like that currently, or owners that you're working with?
I work with all kinds. It doesn't make a difference to me, but I don't believe in having lowballing no property for nobody, regardless. So.
No, I'm wondering if you have anything else as is, because we do a lot of the work ourselves, or we'll work with partners that are looking for renovations. So if you had a property like that,
everybody wants the same thing you do. That's so ideal. But if I see something, I certainly will email it to you or text you. I don't have your email, so I will have to text it to you.
Okay, cool. Let me. I'll text you now. The email, and then if you have anything like that that's as is, need work, need repairs, ugly or better, you send it over.
All right.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
You.
All right. Thank you.
You have a good day.
All right. You too. All right. Bye.
Yeah. So what's your take on that?
I mean, it's a straight agent. And
old time realtors. That's actually a really good point. All right, that is actually a really good point. Right. It's these realtors out here. It's some of them, these older realtors. They really, truly be moving like it's 95.
Anything.
They communicating. It's somebody out here telling somebody, Kurt, fax them an offer right now.
Right. Exactly. So this number or email. But she said, that she told. I think Marie, the number, and I think it's important for everybody that's sending these leads in. Like if they're giving you a sense of the asking price, make sure that you adding that to the notes, because that's the most important part, right? If they're giving you that ballpark, right off the bat if it's a good lead or not, just based off of that. And she's holding firm at 315. At the same time, if it's a realtor, maybe they haven't listed it yet, it's off market. If for you to want to spend your time with that realtor, they need to be aware, like, hey, we're buying as is, and we're going to give you an offer for this home in as is condition, not retail. And if they're an agent and they have as is property that will accept as is offers, maybe it makes sense to send something like that in, or work with them, or ask them to send you more stuff. But if it's an agent sending you retail stuff, they just don't understand what we're looking to do here, what it's like to work with investors. So don't waste your time with them. So
Yeah.
Hopefully that helps. You know, you guys run across these agents. You know, you tell them the uglier the better. You know, send those. I want the ugly homes, the ones that need work. And Marie, my apologies if it's somewhere else in the notes, but the stuff that actually gets sent over, it just says that they're wanting to sell ASAP, expecting a call within an hour, and then some details about the situation, but no number. So I'll see if something's not pulling over into the notes the right way. So we can get that fixed for next time.
No doubt. No doubt. And we're making actually in the middle and making some changes. There's some back end stuff, man. Gonna be testing the new system pretty hard next week, and excited about that. I think we covered everything, right?
Yeah, we did. There may be some stuff that just came in for some reason. I'm trying to scan like the rest of the drop downs.
Yeah.
See if something else isn't pulling over, but JV under contract, maybe. JV purchase price. Live form seller call. Yeah, it may have not came in through your web form, because it's not over here too. But yeah, that's everything that was ready for us today. Green light go. Student AI off. There's a Tracy. Did you speak to Philadelphia Tracy?
Let me see that one. Is this in
It's not in
a community, it must be.
It's a community.
Yeah, I can try it. Hold on.
What?
Okay. No, I didn't see this one. I got it though.
Yeah. Another thing, you know, especially if you guys have leads, if you don't have leads, if you're using some other tool, or you go old school and look at the tax assessor website for that county, if the name isn't matching up with the seller on record, ask them, right, and confirm.
Hey, speak on that, because that's something I see, Brandon, in the chat. By the way, before we go back to that, because that's something we see a lot. What you're talking about, and that's just an easy like marker to pick up on that you're not talking to the owner. All right, you're talking to a wholesaler, you're talking to an agent, you're talking to, you know, somebody other than the same one that on Tuesday. Remember that New Orleans lead I think we had?
Yeah.
I kind of was reading. I'm like, I think those are wholesalers.
Yeah, and you definitely called it. I was they had a few other properties attached to that owner profile.
Right.
So I was thinking that they were the LLC that they were saying they were. But you called it, you know, definitely turned out to be some wholesalers.
Yeah, you know, but that lead, right? I think when Lex went to do the contract, that was one of the things that stuck out too, right? Their name was different than the owner name. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, if you get that information inside the call, it's definitely helpful, I think, to ask, like you just said, like, yeah, hey, I'm seeing the property's owned by so and so, you know,
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you guys a little hack. I mean, even if you're not paying, which I mean, you should be, of course, you're using OfferBolt, you know, you should be using leads, right? But even if by chance you didn't have access, or you're not part of the community, you can search whatever county that property's in, that county assessor's website, put in the address, and it'll pull up the owner info. And sometimes I think even ChatGPT, you can put the property address in there with the seller's name and say, hey, is this the seller? And sometimes they can pull, you know, it can pull property owner information, tax ID number, stuff like that. So there's so many tools out here right now. Like, you know, you should be able to kind of quickly be able to tell, like, hey, this name isn't matching up with what's the seller on record, and just ask them why. Sometimes you'll find out, you know, maybe it's inherited. maybe it's probate, maybe it's something like that, and then you got another level of motivation, and you can do an even bigger deal. Maybe it works out in your favor, but sometimes, of course, it's gonna be like Vanessa, like you said. Scammers be scamming these days.
Man, they outside. They outside, man. Hey, listen, and I be on social media, man. Some of these people y'all following. Some of these people y'all following, getting advice from, getting excited about their lifestyle, their cars, vacations. Y'all gonna start hearing about it though. I'm not even gonna, it ain't my spot. That's not what I do. But you gonna hear about it. You gonna hear about it. A lot of these people y'all been following over the years, telling y'all they doing this and doing that. So it's a social media recession going on. All right. Social media recession. Yo, Brandon, man, they was talking about you in the chat. I don't know if you saw it, but I observed this as well. You got that, like, when you hit that sigh. Chat, y'all be seeing that? Talk to me, chat. Y'all be saying Brandon be hitting them with that. Like he already know something might be going on.
I know Kurt called me out on it early. It was like, yeah, you be putting the pause on them, putting the brakes on them real quick.
So. Brandon be hitting them with that. That and sometimes, man, and look, in this business, what we doing,
I ain't got words.
Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you gotta woo side pre-call. You know what I mean? It might. John in the chat said he said it, man. Sometimes that phone start ringing. You reading them notes. You like.
That's funny. That's funny.
Man,
it'd be like that, man.
Be like that. Yo, another great closing conversations. We're rocking and rolling. All right, we got a couple opportunities. Didn't get everybody on the line that we wanted to get. I cannot emphasize enough, man. Guys, that should tell you more leads, right? You guys want to get as many leads in as possible. I told you, man, we should be flooded. All right, you got 25,000 skip trace records a month inside of leads right now. You should be taking advantage of that. You should be reaching out to people, getting connections, getting people filled into your follow-up pipelines, and getting some quality opportunities here to closing conversations for us to get closed up for you. And, for us to make some money together, man. The opportunities are out there. Buyers are still biting. All right. We need to get better deals, better opportunities. But I think kind of the primary thing, because what Brandon, before we get out of here, my concern is this. I think that, like, on some of these leads, like, we can get them and we can kind of quickly read in and say, not a real opportunity, right? Not follow up, not a real seller, wholesaler. I've been seeing that a lot more on this call the past, I'd say 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And more of that.
That's real.
So my concern is this, guys. Like, when I see that, what it makes me think is I don't want y'all to get opportunities you think are opportunities and it's causing you to take your foot off the gas somewhere. Because that could hurt. That could hurt you 110%. So make sure you're pressing for as many leads as possible and creating as many opportunities as possible. Because again, that's where the money's at. That's where the opportunities are at. Guys, we do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, you fam, I'll see you guys, inside the community. If you got questions, tap in with us. If you got leads, get them submitted. If you're a full hands-off community member, you can submit leads at any time for us to call daily, not just here on Closing Conversations. Brandon, let people know where to find you out here on social media, man.
Yeah, look, IMB Barnes, similar offers with Brandon Barnes on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Shout out to the UFam. Keep at it, man. Keep pushing through, keep grinding. I think sometimes, like, we might hit roadblocks and want to stop, but it's those times that you push through that when you're right on the other side of your blessings. So don't block those blessings, man, and keep pushing forward. We're going to keep working for y'all Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll be back here Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern.
No doubt about it, man. Appreciate you guys. You fam, much love. See you guys soon. I see the bolts in the chat. The vibes, man. Peace.